I am Captain Jessica Betcher. I'm the Operations Flight Commander. So that means I'm pretty much responsible for all the training and development of the cadets. I love it. The cadets always come in with high energy, positivity, they're ready to go. It's so rewarding to have that impact on the cadets. Just this last weekend was probably one of my proudest moments to be part of this detachment. All of our I guess we call them POC, so Professional Officer Corps. That's the juniors and the seniors. They took charge and led a whole operation that started on Friday afternoon and went all the way till Saturday evening. And they had probably 25 different scenarios that they had to lead, and they had to make sure all of the GMCs, so the freshman and sophomore cadets, learned about leadership and dynamic followership, and they did everything from an obstacle course to playing paintball, going into the field, having to enact like what would happen if they were deployed, and everything from even just feeding them to getting them their tents up and making sure they had safety and shelter. And it was amazing. I couldn't have been more proud of the cadets. All of them just took charge and made sure everything happened, and I just kind of stood back and watched and made sure everything happened when it should have. But when you see something like that, you know that those cadets are ready to serve and that they're going to make you proud someday. We're actually right next door in the abandoned buildings. We're going to do leadership problems, and they're going to divide up into teams and try to get through the problem. They'll have a scenario and then they'll have to figure out how to solve it. It's really cool. It's the first time we're using the abandoned buildings next door, and we're doing an active shooter exercise.
A lot of people in college don't think about, the people that came before us, and especially in this home, to be able to talk to these guys and, learn something. Even if we can learn one thing from them that we can take away at the end of the day, I think that's a really cool opportunity.
Well, while I was in service, I played in the 1st Infantry Division band, and we had the honor of playing for dedication of President Eisenhower's museum in Abilene, Kansas. And I got to shake hands with that.
I think it's a great experience just to get to give back to the community and learn more about their experiences that they've had.
The main thing for me was knowing that he's also from Southern Illinois. He's from a town where I used to play football in against the team, and just thinking about how 50 years ago he would have been on that same field or like in that same town. That's a pretty cool thought.
So one of our core values in the Air Force is service before self. This was one of those opportunities we had to take. We do stuff like this kind of quite often, whether it's visiting vets or picking up trash in the community. But we make sure our cadets realize that it's not just words, that it's all about what you do. And being a leader, being an officer, you have to be able to show actions to the people you lead, and that's through community service, civil service, stuff like that. They all came back and said that that was great and that they wanted to do it again. So that to me just makes me realize that these are the kind of kids, students that we want in our program.